Hello and welcome to For the Love of Paint. In this video I'll just take you through this quick repair process on this Volvo S60. So here I am, just buzzing it down with some 80 grit. I'll take it back to bare metal, exposing the repair as you can see there, with the highs and lows. The important thing to do when starting any repair is just to get your eye all over the panel, making sure you know what method and approach you are going to take to make this repair or any repair as effective as possible. So my approach here was to take it back with, like I said, the 80 grit without a soft pad on the orbital, and then what I'll do is I'll get the soft pad out, soft backing pad, and put some 180 grit on there, and I will feather the repair out more, taking the upper edge of the swage line. I'll get into that a little bit more to help blend it. So you want it to look nice and smooth, you want that paint to be transitioning almost just like blending for paint. You just want to almost create layers and gradually kind of fade out the repair, if that makes any sense. Because you have to bear in mind you're only putting the filler over and then some high build primer, and you want each layer to do its specific job. So I feather out any 80 grit scratches, get rid of all them first. That means when I put the filler on and I've come to blocking, it will make life much easier. I'm not having to dig into any filler or anything like that to get rid of 80 scratches. They'll be already taken out, and yeah, happy days. And like I said, it just helps blend out that repaired area. So just got some Evercoat Easy Sand here, really good stuff. It's a really hot day, so it goes off quick. I should have been moving a little bit quicker, so I decided to put it in like this for now, just making sure I get enough build in there to cover the repair. Always try and that's it, get them lows first. Just smother the filler in there, and then you can smooth it out as you're going along. I always like to try and keep them edges nice and clean as well. I don't like to get high builds of filler on towards the edge of the repair where I'm sanding. So that's it, just clean that top edge, keep it nice and localized in there, to covering that full bare metal area, covering all them lows. And I've just got the 80 grit on this block just for initial sanding purposes, just to again just take that roughness off the top surface, and then I will switch to 180 grit to get rid of all the 80 grit scratches and to smooth out the repair. And that the 80 grit really does help to keep any repair nice and flat. You go too early with 180s and you can end up creating ripples and go through a lot of 180 grit sandpaper. It is important, a little tip there is when you're on your final stages and you're doing your blocking with a 180 grit, always get a fresh piece of 180 grit, otherwise it just will not do its job. So here I get some 320 grit on this soft pad. This is my favourite soft pad, which is, again, it's flexible and rigid, so I can just remove any 180 grit scratches without tucking into that repair. See, as you look at the repair, you can just see it fading out gradually towards the front there, but it looks like there's two high spots and there's a low spot in the middle. That they're not drastic high spots, that is just about on point as far as you want to take it. It's at its limit, and that's the important thing when you're doing filler work. Keep checking it, and you're always kind of a couple of rubs or a rub away from having to do some refiller work. So like I said, I've just removed the 180 grit scratches, create a nice surface for the primer to go on, and I'm just checking, just making sure it's smooth, it's even, and I'm happy before I prime. If I wasn't happy, it will be getting some filler. But I'll check, double check, look at the line, look how it's moving down, just get your eye all over it and just make sure you're happy. Focus, as I'm looking quite focused there. Yeah, and I'm happy with that. Because when I did look at it, I could see from afar it looks like there's a low spot, but it's not. Sometimes it can be quite deceiving on panels. Every panel's different, every job's different, and you've got to approach it that way as well. And know just from experience what primer will cover, know what your materials will do, and you can make life much easier for yourself in the long run. So I've got some 500 grit on a softback sanding sponge, and I'm just going over them 320 grit scratches. That's it, edges, all surrounding area where any primer will go into, and that helps for when I do take the primer back and I go into the blocking and sanding stages, that once the primer's been exposed over that 500 grit area, them scratches will be easy to remove with the orbital. That's it. So that's it. I'm going to come to do my prep work later. Like I said, when I'm prepping for paint, these scratches will be easy to remove. See, what you don't want to be doing is maybe just scratching around the area. This bauble is quite thick with orange peel, you want no orange peel there, so when you put your primer on, you flat that, it's a nice smooth surface. It's got to be no ripples, no lumps and bumps. And here it is, nice and clean, clean, clean. Ready for priming, masked out the full car using my 3M Accu-Spray. If you're not sure on the 3M Accu-Spray, you can go and take a look at the video that I've done to review the 3M Accu-Spray. I've had it quite a long time and I highly rate it. So I'm just applying a bit of etch primer over the bare metal. This will help obviously protect the bare metal from rusting. You don't want the bare metal exposed for too long, and what it'll also do is help the primer stick to the repaired area as well. If you don't, you could be cutting through straight away, almost straight away as soon as you start blocking down. And again, it's primer, 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 more steps to the process, which is not good. So here's my first coat. I'm just going to put this coat on nice and even, a nice light coat, and I give it about 5 minutes to flash off. Really warm day. I'm using fast hardener, the Rubelo Multi-Express filler primer. Yeah, like I said, with the fast hardener, flashes off nice and quick. And again, I give it about 3 to 5 minutes between this coat. I'm using a 2mm nozzle as well. I do need to reorder the 1.8s. And there's my coats. So I'll put 3 coats on, 1 light one and 2 mediums. And there we go. You can see that swage line is sweet and there's no ripples, no low spots, it's flat. it's smooth, and again that's about knowing what materials do what, and just through experience of how it's going to look after it's primed and so on. If you've got any questions, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe if you've not done already, and I'll get back to any questions that you have. So thank you for watching, take care, and I'm out.